Hi guys, Norwegian Symphony here. Welcome back to my A to Z build challenge. Today we're working on the theme for D, where the theme is dark dwelling. I struggle a lot with this theme as dark and moody builds is not really my thing. And obviously doing an occult theme build is not a must for a dark dwelling, but I really wanted to try to go down that path, which I did regret on more than one occasion. I started building a big vampire mansion, and I hated it. And then I tried a bitchy Victorian townhouse, and I hated it. And then I suddenly decided to build a mausoleum in Forgotten Hollow. I struggle with this a lot when I build, and I'm sure others do too, where I think too big. Not necessarily that my ideas are too big, but the scale I choose to execute them on is too big. This results in a lot of unfinished mansions in my build saves. So I ended up going really small for this build in the end. If you're unfamiliar with what a mausoleum is, Wikipedia's definition says that a mausoleum is an external freestanding building constructed as a monument enclosing the burial chamber of a deceased person or people. So this is not the most cheerful of builds. I spent a lot of time on the walls, both on the inside and on the outside. I added loads of these wall sculptures and details to make the mausoleum look more interesting, as it's basically just a stone rectangle. Before I decided on a mausoleum for this build, I knew I wanted to use loads of the stone details. And I think that's part of what made me struggle so much when I started out with the bigger projects that I mentioned, because there was just too much space to add details to and I couldn't figure out how to make it look right. I do want to revisit the vampire mansion idea in the future though, now that I've done this more small-scale project. Inside the mausoleum there's a window into a small space where I've placed a few items that might have had special meaning to the people who are buried here. I don't know if that is common in mausoleums or not, but I've just seen it a few times in the show Supernatural and I thought it looked cool. I made this lot a museum, and this lot type does require a bathroom, and I'll be honest with you though, I didn't want to add a bathroom here. I thought that would be a bit weird, so I've hidden a few of the lot requirements in a basement, but there's just no way to access. Sorry. There are a few easels here though, which were also a lot requirement. I am not religious, so my knowledge is limited. Like I mentioned before, I've taken some inspiration from Supernatural, which is a fantasy show, so if something in this video is wrong or offensive in some way, I'm truly sorry. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Please like and subscribe, it means a lot to me. I hope you'll enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!